O School family. Happy Sunday. I hope you've had a great weekend and that you still have some time today to relax before our busy virtual week starts back up tomorrow. This week coming is a regular week, so we will be on live together Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday is that asynchronous day where we get on together for class meeting, and then I meet for one-on-one sessions, and then the afternoon is for whatever students want it to be or for what you want it to be, working through that independent choice grid, maybe doing some of the pages that are in the Open Court workbook, having students practice their sight words. And of course, always as well, using that day for some break from screen time to be able to rest and recharge for the rest of the week. And then Thursday and Friday, regular live instruction days. So we do have a regular week ahead. I do like it when our schedule is like that. I think it's good for the kids to have less time on the computer on Wednesday and a day to kind of rest. All right, so let's jump into our work of the week. For shared reading this week, we are going to be reading a text called Clang, Clang, Beep, Beep, Listen to the City. And it's all about a boy who is using his sense of hearing to be able to hear all the different sounds and noises that are happening with from his bedroom window, hearing all the different things that are occurring in his city where he lives. And this is a fun story. The kids really like it. There are a lot of really great details in it in the illustrations. So this week for our standards, we're going to be focusing on the relationships. And my students have been getting really good at this. The relationships between the illustrations and text, how the author and the illustrator are working together. We're going to be talking about main topic and key details, really honing in on those key details, that if the overarching idea, that main topic is sounds, what is the author trying to show us through the text and through the illustrations for those details about the different things that the boy is hearing? And like I said before, we are getting really good at that one. It makes me super happy. We're also going to be reading a text called The Turtle and the Flute, and we'll be focusing on characters and setting for that. At the end today, before we hang up, I'm going to sing with you that characters and setting song. I had a couple parents tell me they really like that one, and it is an awesome way to get our students to remember what are characters and what are setting. It's just a little catchy beat that will help them when they are doing their work independently. Okay, and then at the end of the week, we will do a paired read. It is a nonfiction text called Sounds Everywhere, and we will make comparisons to Clang, Clang, Beep, Beep as a story and things that are similar and different in Sounds Everywhere. Okay, so that's for shared reading this week. You're going to notice that those standards keep repeating, and that is on purpose because we want to reach mastery at them. The more time that passes, the more I don't want to say it's going to get harder because the standard stays the same, but we're going to be able to work through that and maybe add some other tasks to doing it. So not only just being able to identify what the main topic and key detail is, but it may be adding illustrations to it, maybe doing some paired writing with it. So we will build on that basic standard. But right now, we really are doing an excellent job of keeping up with those, okay? So for phonics this week, last week we dealt with S and M and how S says S and M says and depending on your student's group, we move that sound around, used it in different places. Some of my friends I'm noticing are really starting to pick up some of these skills so easily, and then I have other friends that are having a little bit of trouble, and that's okay. Your support at home would be great in having them just identify the letters for you daily. Eventually, these rote skills are going to stick in their brain, and we're going to need all those skills when we move forward and start working on more critical reading skills as the school year continues. Okay, so this week, we are doing D at the beginning that says D, D, and D at the end of words, and we're going to do P at the beginning that says P, P, and P at the end of words. And again, depending on your student's group, you're going to see that show up in different ways. For some of my friends, we're just working on identifying the letter and telling the sound and hearing it at the beginning of words. For other friends, we're going to be manipulating that sound, maybe doing a little bit of writing and phoneme segmentation with that. And then some of my groups are working on accelerated skills because we already have the letter, we already have the sound. Now we want to use it in an advanced way. So that is for phonics. I want to remind you, I've told students quite a few times, and I have emailed about it as well. There were 2 books that you received on the initial pickup when we did Chromebook distribution. It's 2 red texts. They kind of look the same. One has a fox on it. One has a bird on it. One of those books are those Open Court pre-decodables that you can rip out. And those books may seem kind of silly because they have very little words in them, but these are where those sight words are being introduced. So we're doing this together during our small group time, but it is going to be imperative to continue working with those at home. The good thing about them is they're quick. So you could sit down together for maybe 3 minutes and read that text, having your student use their touch reading. Some friends that came to pickup day the other day got that witchy finger. You can use that witch finger to help you touch read. So if you could continue to pull those pages out and use them at home, that would be awesome. Maybe put them in just a little section for your student so they can just pull the ones out that they want and read as many as they would like. Set a timer and leave them to do it by themselves, or you feel like they need some help, just sitting down with them for a few minutes and working on that would be awesome. And then that other open court book, the one that has the worksheets in it, we are going to start trying to use that more during small group time. We did it last week. If students didn't have their book, we used a whiteboard. But if they do have the book, it would be super helpful for them to actually use the page instead of just looking at it on my screen. Okay, so if you want to locate those things and put them close by, that would be awesome. All right, moving on to math. This week we are going to be doing some graphing, some charting, and it's going to be all about bike wheels. So of course, every week or every day we do number corner, and those are all those same standards that we keep working on. That's going to continue throughout the school year. But now we are working on more skills that are less about number sense and more about the students honing in on that one-to-one correspondence. So being able to count and use what they know with counting to be able to solve a problem. Or like I said, with this week, we're going to be doing some charting about bike wheels. So more to come with that as we are learning this week. I think that is everything. Everybody is still doing such an excellent job. We did have some visitors last week come in and check us out. Of course, we know Mr. Bender, Miss Belser, and Mr. Taylor, our principal and assistant principals. They love coming in, and we are always given positive feedback about how respectful and wonderful our students are doing, which just makes my heart so happy. So my friends, keep it up. Parents, thank you so much for your support at home. I will never be able to say it enough how much I value you as a part of your child's education. So before we go, we're going to try that characters and settings song. My friends, if you remember it, you can sing along. Moms and dads, if you want to sing along, you're welcome to do that too. So for the first part, I sing it, and then I'm going to point at you. You repeat it. Then I sing it, then you repeat it, and then we're going to do it together. So we're going to start with characters, and then we will do setting. So here we go. You ready? The people are the characters. The people are the characters. The people are the characters. Or even dogs or cats or birds. Tweet, tweet. Here comes the next part. The setting is just where they are. The setting is just where they are. The setting is just where they are, like in a house or in their car. Beep, beep. And then I'm going to share with you the second part of this because we are going to be doing sequencing and retelling very soon. So this is the second part of the song, my friends. You don't know this part yet, so listen close if you want. You ready? The beginning is what happens first. The beginning is what happens first. The beginning is what happens first. Like once upon a time there were. Next part, this is my favorite part. The middle part, the problem starts. The middle part, the problem starts. The middle part, the problem starts. Like when a fishy sees a shark. This is the last part, the end, the end. Just take a look at the last page. Then close the book, do it with me, the end, the end. Just take a look at the last page, then close the book, the end. And that's it. So my friends, if you want to practice singing that at home, moms and dads, this is also on YouTube. I can't take all the credit for it. There is a woman on YouTube named Heidi Songs. And she does do this characters and setting songs. If you want to check that out, you can. All right, parents, as always, if you have any questions, you know where to reach me. Also, just a side note, if you are trying to contact me during school hours on any day other than Wednesday, because Wednesdays usually are when I'm doing asynchronous at home for my meetings. Remember that my cell phone has no service in the building. So if you're trying to call me and you're not getting a hold of me or I haven't returned your text, please make sure you reach back out to me. If you're not leaving a message when you call me and I'm at school, I don't get the missed call. So please, 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 I don't want you to ever think I'm not responding to you. Same with email. If for some reason you email me and you don't hear back from me, send me a text or email me again, because I never ever miss texts or calls or emails. So if I'm not answering or getting back to you promptly, that's usually because I'm not getting it or something is wrong. Okay, so make sure that if that's happening, feel free to reach out to me again. Definitely important. I don't want to be unavailable to anybody. I want to be available to you all the time. All right, so have a great day. I will see everybody tomorrow, Monday at 9 o'clock. Have a good one. Mwah.